Tina from Tones and Tequila, and I wanted to make another video to thank you guys for coming on YouTube and watching the first video that I did of my favorite makeup products from 2017. I got way more views than I thought I would get from my first video, so I want to give you guys a huge thank you for coming on. You guys made me feel really good. But I thought for this next video, I would kind of rewind things a little bit and go back just to kind of introduce myself for a minute and tell you guys where I was coming from and what my plans were kind of for this channel. For those of you who have been with me for a little bit and you've been reading the blog, you know that in the past I was primarily a book blog. I would mainly review what I was reading, and occasionally I threw in a couple other little stories and tidbits in the mix there a little bit, but I used to work in a library and my life was primarily 100% focused on books. I worked with books, I came home and read books, I wrote about books, and my life was just 100% books all the time. And I'm no longer working in a library. We moved across the country and I've kind of started to reassess what my focus was and where I wanted to go in the future. I really did some thinking and soul searching to try and figure out where my passion lies. Right now, this blog is my passion project. And I started really thinking about whether books were my passion or whether my passion really lay in connecting with people. And I think that although I love books, I've always loved books, I read all the time and I'm going to continue to read all the time, my passion really lie in connecting with people. And I can connect with people on other subjects besides just books. So there are other things that I'm really trying to focus on in my life right now. Like a lot of women, I've spent a great deal of my life focusing on my family, and it kind of put myself, my body, not my happiness, because I'm very happy with my family and I enjoy my kids and I enjoy the time that I took raising them, and I by no means feel bad about the time that I spent taking care of my family, but I kind of focused all of my attention on them, and at times it was to the detriment of myself. So now that my kids are older, my oldest child is working on his master's and my youngest is in her second year of college. So now it's time to kind of focus on me. So I really wanted to turn the blog into more of a focus on my journey to try and take better care of myself and try and share some of the things that I'm working on, because I know a lot of people who are kind of going through the same thing I am. A lot of my friends are kind of in the same position as me. You know, your kids are finally older, they're out of the house, and now it's time to really start taking care of you and putting yourself at the top of your to-do list. Whereas before you might have had a lot of other people and priorities that may have gone at the top, and I know for me, sometimes I didn't even really register on my to-do list. So I really want to kind of incorporate that more into the blog and into this channel. So, you know, the things that I really find interesting, I want to kind of focus more into sharing that kind of stuff with you. So I love makeup. I've always loved makeup. So I kind of thought, well, you know, I have friends who've been doing the same stuff with their makeup the way they've always done it, you know, the way they started doing their makeup in high school. You know, they're 40 something now and they're still doing their makeup the same way. So maybe I could kind of share some of the things that I've been learning, and, you know, they might find it interesting because I'm finding it interesting. And, you know, I've started Weight Watchers, and in the past 2 months, I've lost over 20 pounds. And I have a lot of friends who, you know, they may not have the amount to lose that I have to lose, but they are also kind of on a journey of taking better care of their health. You know, as we get a little bit older, so, you know, you go for that regular doctor's appointment and you go in and you find your doctor says, oh, your blood pressure is higher than it should be, or your cholesterol is higher than it should be, or, you know, you really need to start taking better care of yourself because none of us are getting any younger. And so we're, you know, starting to find that it's time to start taking better care of our bodies. So I'm trying to learn how to take better care of my body. So I figured that I could kind of start sharing with you what I'm learning and what I'm doing in my life to try and start taking better care of my physical temple, my body. And then I'm getting all jumbled up in my head right now. I should have probably come into this video with a little better outline for how I was gonna go, but I'm just gonna kind of wing it and give it to you and see what works. But I sat down with my planner and then worked out, what different areas of my life I really wanted to focus on. And, I thought, you want to focus on your brain, and your brain is the book part, your mind. You want to challenge yourself, you want to learn about different things. And I want to grow with my spirit, so I'm trying to incorporate that more into my life, and then take better care of my body, so I'm trying to incorporate that more into my life. And my physical self also includes the hair and the makeup, and how I'm treating myself, and the clothes I'm wearing, and the things I'm finding, and then my whole house that I'm living in, and the things that I'm doing with my house. And I don't know, I just want to head in a different direction, and am really inspired to just start taking action in my life, and stop sitting back thinking all the time about all the things I should be doing or I could be doing, and start actually doing them. And I want to do it in a really positive way, and I want to share it with you because you're my friends. In a way, this is the best way I can engage with everybody, is to go, hey, I made a video. It's kind of silly, but it's out there for you to watch. And I was talking to my sister last night about wanting to make sure that I kept the channel and I kept what I was putting out there authentic. And I didn't want someone who had sat at a fire pit with me, drinking a couple beers, listening to me tell a ridiculous story about catching kids having sex in the bathroom in the library, to watch a video and go, that's not Christina. I don't recognize that lady that's in that video that she put up on YouTube. I always want to make sure that it's very authentic. When I'm doing a makeup video, I want you to remember that at least once a week I stay in my pajamas and I don't take them off. So I don't know, I know this is very rambling and all over the place, and I will probably edit the shit out of this video, but I really just wanted to kind of go back and say, I know that if you've been with me for a while and all you've seen is books, I do kind of have a plan for where I want to go with this. And hopefully if you stick with me, the plan will kind of take shape and you'll see where I'm going with it. So just kind of hang out with me, and hopefully it'll make some sense. I'm excited about it, and I want to keep challenging myself and doing new things. And I don't know, we'll see where it goes. So if there's anything that you're interested in hearing from me or seeing me do, please leave a comment. Subscribe to this goofy lady with this rambling video, please, on YouTube, so that I know that you might want more rambling videos that don't make any sense. And I'll make some more. But I hope you have a great weekend. I'm gonna upload this on a Friday, I think. And I don't know, we'll go from there. So hopefully I'll have a better game plan for my next video and it'll make more sense. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.